Resolutions are out. In this video, we are going to talk about a self-help tip or solution that you can do instead, which is setting the tone for your year using a one-word theme. So let's get into it. Hey everyone, Brittany here, and today I want to talk with you about a self-help tip, really about setting the tone for your year without New Year's resolutions, and really something that can be used any time of the year. And that is choosing a one-word theme. Now, I don't want to focus this video on New Year's resolutions because I feel like the one-word theme can be used any time of the year, but I'm just going to quickly go through why I don't really like the idea of New Year's resolutions and why I choose to do a one-word theme instead. There's a couple reasons for that. One, I set goals all year long, and a lot of times my goals overlap into the next year because I choose to have the same goal until either I achieve it or until I feel like that goal is either not aligned anymore or I have something else that's in my focus. And really, New Year's resolutions, we all know that majority of the time we end up failing our New Year's resolutions anyway. And the reason that is, and the reason that it relates to this video, is resolutions are very action-based and they're very results-based. But before you can get action and before you can get results, you have to start with your thinking. Your thinking leads to your emotions, and your emotions lead to your actions, and then your actions create the results. So resolutions tend to focus just on the action, but they miss the thoughts and emotion part that comes first. And I believe that's a huge reason why people don't actually stick with the resolutions and they fail. Here's what you can do instead. So you know how when you read a book and you get to the end and we talk about theme of the book, it's really a universal message that is woven throughout the book, right? You can tell I'm a school teacher here. And so a theme is woven throughout the book. It's like a message. And a lot of times theme relates to a big one word like courage or friendship or trust or bravery, right? And how do those things play out in not only our own lives, but in the characters of the book? And so I love that idea of having, like, if your life was a book, what would be the theme of this next chapter? I like this strategy better because it starts with your thoughts and emotions and building that mindset before you get into actions and results. So for example, if you chose one word of gratitude, you can start with the thinking. What are things you're grateful for right now in your life right now? And gratitude is an emotional state, right? It's a vibrational state. So as you think of people or things you're grateful for, you get into a higher state of vibration. And what that does is that sends out the message. And with the universal law of attraction, what you put out, you also get back. So you invite more things to be grateful for. And that leads to actions of showing gratitude in life and receiving things to be grateful for. And that is what eventually will create new results. Not only that, but choosing one word rather than like a whole resolution or maybe in addition to a goal is really, it helps you focus on the bigger picture of your life. Who do you want to be in life? How do you want to show up within the next year that will lead to you becoming the person you want to be? It also creates a point of reference. Like I said, it goes to your thoughts, your emotions. So having those thoughts and emotions, if you can recognize what that feels like in your body, then you can create a point of reference. So anytime that you need to go back to those feelings, like if we're using the word gratitude again, like what did that feel like when you were thinking about the things you were grateful for in that vibrational state? And you can use that and you can apply that to your daily life by returning to that state of being again and again and again. Or anytime you're feeling like stressed or down or self-doubt, you can return to that and raise your state of vibration pretty quickly. It also helps you, it can be like applied to all areas of life. Rather than focusing on one area, it really creates an environment in all areas of life to raise your results in all areas, not just one. And what I love about it is it helps you make decisions. Having one word helps you make decisions because you can hold it up and say, does this align with my intention? Does this align with my word or not? And that can help you decide yes or no, right? It's kind of like a quick check. And then you can dig deeper from there if you need to. So let's talk about how to choose your word. And the first thing you can do is really just take some time to reflect. Right? Like, what is going well in your life that you want to keep, and what is not working in your life that you want to release or let go or change. So awareness is the first step. So just becoming aware of like what's working well and what's not working well. And then also thinking about what is it that you would like to invite into your life. Who do you want to become? What type of person do you want to be? So rather than focusing on what you need to do and have, it's really focusing on who do you want to become? What type of person do you want to be? So finding that self-awareness and that reflection. The second step is to think about your values and your goals and your needs. And so this is really like, again, what do you want to cultivate? What might you need in this next year? What might you need to focus on? What aligns with your goals and your bigger vision for your life? Usually what tends to happen is a couple of words will kind of float to the surface of your mind as options for your one word theme. So before I get into the third step, if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe so that you can see more videos like this. The third step is to really get quiet and listen. And that will tell you, like when you get quiet and listen, you'll probably hear like a whisper or a nudge of like, this is the right word, or your intuition will tell you what the right word is. Now, it may be one of the words that you kind of were pondering about and thinking, and that kind of rose to the top of your mind. But sometimes the God, source, universe has a way of saying, I know this is what you think you need, but this is actually what you need. And for me, that happened last year when I chose my word. It was like, I was like, oh, these two. And it was like, nope, you need this one. And it really did end up being very impactful. So the last step is to get quiet and just listen for that nudge or whisper telling you what the word should be. And the last thing I want to talk with you about is, what do you do after you find your word? Like, I have my word. Now what do I do? And so what I love about this is you really kind of pick it, come back to it, using it as a guiding decision maker and a guiding force, but it's not something that you need to like drill down into your brain. Once you have your word, you can use it to help you make decisions. I usually write it down on like a sticky note or on the first page of my planner, something where I can just see it and refer back to it. You can put it on a vision board. Really just have it so that you can come back to it again and again and just kind of keep it there and thinking about it, but not focusing on it. So more or less like letting it linger in the background. Similar to like in a book, the theme is the author doesn't come out and just say, this is the theme of this book. They let it linger throughout the story. They weave it through the story. And for a one word theme, you can just let it linger and weave throughout your year and life. And remember, this is about progress, not perfection. It's really just a guiding word. It's not rigid. It's not a rule book, right? If you said a word and forget about it, it's not, you can come back to it again. It's not something where like a resolution, either you did it or you didn't, or if you miss a day or something like that, you feel like it's ruined, right? It's really just about almost like in bowling, like setting bumpers and coming back to something to focus on and to feel and to think about in your life when trying to improve your life and help yourself. If you like this video and you're looking for more inspiration on mindset, manifestation, personal development, or like inner growth, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell where you'll get notified when new videos come out. Otherwise, I will see you next time. I hope you have the best day and the best year.